Hi, you guys. Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. That's my team, you guys. Did you guys watch the game? Holy cow, what a game. I do apologize for my absence. It's my birthday week, and I actually had a lot of plans this weekend. I myself am kind of emerging from hermit mode. I've been in hermit mode for the past several years now. And yeah, so I actually had some fun plans this weekend. So welcome in, everybody. My name is Elisa. I just want to do a quick check-in for the collective, see what's going on with everybody. So I hope everyone is doing okay. I hope everyone is sending out prayers for all those that are being affected by that storm. I'm just asking for the universe to weaken it and to keep everyone protected during this time. Yeah, so let's go ahead and we're just going to dive right in, you guys, okay? Just remember, energy is fluid. This could resonate with you in a week, in a year, couple years. So I'm just going to call in Divine Mother, Divine Father, angels, ancestors, guides of the highest light and love. Yeshua, Mother Mary, Goddess Isis, Mary Magdalene, my great-grandmother Apollonia, the archangels. Just please be here and help me be the best possible vessel I can be so I can deliver these messages accurately and clearly. I ask for the protection of Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael during this reading. Okay, so far, I like the way this reading's starting. Hello, Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing, you guys. So maybe some of you have been, like me, been in this hermit mode, been in this journey of healing and self-preservation and getting to know ourselves, right? And so Spirit is here to let you know those obstacles that maybe you've had on your path being cleared away now. The path is being cleared for you guys. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So maybe some of you have been wanting new friendships, like-minded people. It's all coming in, guys. It sounds like, okay, Great Spirit. Ooh, that's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Oh, wowzers. Kuthumi, cloak of wisdom. And I'm just so drawn to all this gold. Ooh, and he's got a snake. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. I'm very drawn to the snake in this picture. It's right above his head. 2024. I'm sorry. Why did I say 2024? Maybe that was a significant year for you guys. 2025 was the year of the snake. That was the year we were shedding all the old. We were shedding our old selves. We were shedding our ego. We were shedding those bad habits and those negative ways of thinking. And so this snake is really making me feel like you're coming out of that, right? And we are stepping into the year of the horse, which is next month. It's quickly approaching. And that's all about movement and freedom. And we're in the 1 year, you guys. We are in the 1 year. So you're shedding the old and stepping into this new paradigm. And I feel like your intuition is on point. That's why Spirit is saying, you already know. You know the answers. And then we have my most favorite, Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. And mother healing is possible. Mother Mary's come out for us quite often the past few months. And this mother healing is really drawing my attention. So maybe that could be one of the obstacles that was in your way. Maybe there was guilt associated with some healing that you had to do with your mother. You know, society kind of lets us know at a very young age, well, that's your parents, that's your mom. And you just have to suck it up and just accept your mom for who you are. And I did that my whole life up until recently. And I realized my mom was my biggest hater, if you will. And I don't think she did things maliciously. She may have. But, you know, sometimes our caregivers are unhealed. So they can't give us that love that we so desperately need. So I feel like with this card coming out, Maybe you've been healing that mother wound and you've decided, I don't have to carry guilt anymore if I don't want to spend time with my mom or be in her energy. I think many of you have learned to just love from afar and pray and forgive. But I think you're understanding that maybe your mom was a big hindrance, a big blockage. I resonate. Just sent a goodbye letter to my mother. And I think it lifted off about 5,000 pounds off of my shoulders. So maybe some of you resonate. That's why I'm sharing what I just kind of went through. And then we have El Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So we have a couple cards here about love. And I just feel like maybe for the first time, you've learned to love you and who you are. And you've been accepting all pieces of yourself, the good and the bad. You've learned to just love who you are, even the bad parts of you. That's shadow work. Okay, so you've been doing shadow work. Excellent. Okay, you guys, so we have some beautiful messages here. Okay, I'm looking at the bottom, so I am going to take the bottom because there's definitely a message. And I'm really drawn to these skulls that are around Kali Ma's neck, which gives me that death and rebirth energy. So a lot of you have gone through an awakening, just like El Moria is saying. You've gone through a huge awakening. You're facing your fears. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. I feel like many of you just barely right now removed the remaining obstacles. One of them, of course, was a mother wound. Some of these may be abundance, like lack mentality, because we have here infinite abundance. So maybe you've been learning to get out of that lack mentality, and you've been learning not to worry and not to fear, understanding that just is going to make everything worse when we're fearful and we stress. But this is absolutely beautiful. So let's just go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and clarify what's going on with this infinite abundance with Lord Ganesh. Lord Ganesh also has a beautiful lotus flower here, which lets me know that you have really risen out of the muck, the dark, the negative. I'm drawn to this symbol on their hand as well. I feel many of you are stepping into your role as healers. Maybe you're doing Reiki, energy work. But most definitely obstacles are being removed, you guys. Anything else you can tell me about this infinite abundance for the collective? Lord Ganesh, anything else you can tell us about this? Oh, 6 of Swords. Obstacles being removed. Your path being cleared. 6 of Swords energy. This is you saying, Jesus, take the wheel. You got in this boat. You surrendered to Source. And now here's your spiritual support. There's God steering the boat for you. There's the universe saying, we are taking you into this beautiful, peaceful existence full of infinite abundance. Those obstacles have been removed. Now that ship is just going forward nice and smooth. On this side of the boat, there's a little bit of ripples. This side of the boat, it's nice and calm and glass on the water. So you're leaving all the rocky, really difficult energy. It's all being left behind. Your obstacles are cleared. And I'm also seeing the swords that are placed around her, 222 on the timestamp. That wasn't 222. That was 922. They made me look at that though. Maybe that's a number you've been seeing, 922. Interesting. But I'm also being drawn to the swords. So here we're talking about protection. Which one was this? Wear a cloak of protection. I believe you have been asking for protection for your energy on the daily, and you are protected. You have high spiritual protection. And what do we talk about? Infinite abundance, right? Five of Pentacles. You have been healing that lack mentality. Maybe you were in a household where you always heard how broke you were. You always heard about how you didn't have money and you couldn't afford things. I know for me, I had to start working very young because if I wanted any money, I had to come up with it by myself. I did babysitting jobs and mowing grass and weeding people's yards. Like, I was kind of raised. I mean, we sat in the living room with ski jackets on because my mom refused to turn the heat on, and I found myself doing that as a mother. And I was like, wait a second. So you're learning how to just have faith and know that abundance is yours by divine right. So you don't need to be in this lack mentality. You don't have to worry about money anymore. You surrendered that. That's why you jumped in this ship with God. He's like, let me get you out of this. Let me get you out of this mentality because you deserve abundance. That's what you did, you guys. Great job. It's not an easy task, especially when it's programmed in you. We're broke, we're poor, we can't afford it. Don't turn on the heat. I can't afford the heat. Oh, I can't afford to buy those jeans. You're going to have to go babysit for the Morgans. You know what I mean? It's like, I think many of you are very programmed and you're coming out of that. So, Cloak of Wisdom. Ooh, Hierophant. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is what you did. You surrendered. You surrendered to the divine. That's why this Six of Swords, this is why you're being led into calmer waters now. You said, Spirit, I'm going to face the parts of myself that I don't like. Seven of Swords in reverse. Maybe you did lie. Maybe you did cheat. Maybe you did steal. Maybe you were untrustworthy at one time in your life. And you said, I don't want to be like that anymore. I want to break these patterns, these things that I keep repeating, just like the way I was programmed. I mean, repeating everything that I saw, that I heard, and you stepped out of that. And now here you are in this Hierophant energy. You could be Taurus. We also have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Earth. So there you went. You went and surrendered. And now you are this being of God. Cloak of Wisdom. You have gained so much knowledge and wisdom of the spiritual realm. And this is like you're receiving rank on the spiritual realm. So Spirit is just saying you already know the answers. Your intuition is so on point. You are so tapped into Spirit that the things that you're seeking, all you need to do now is just quiet your mind a bit. Let's see why Mother Mary showed up with love and peace, letting go of the need to be right. Let's see, anything else? I feel like there might be one more message from Divine Mother. Wow. Okay, you guys. Well, Three of Swords. Okay, thank you. So this is talking about mother healing, right? Definitely. There were things in your childhood. I'm hearing home life with this Four of Wands, okay? So for some of you, whoever is here listening, you've had a very difficult home life growing up. Very difficult. And it caused a lot of heartbreak and sadness for you. And I think it just kept going into adulthood with that mother wounding. Mama probably really hurt your heart. And you really didn't know what to do with all that pain. I think a lot of you acted out. That's just what I'm hearing. But you've been healing that. You've been understanding that I didn't need to take any of that personal. My mother had so much healing to do on her own. She's her own wounded child. Okay? So I think you forgave. We have the Sun card here because Mother Mary is talking about love and peace. So I think for many of you, you've been forgiving your mother and healing that wound. And in turn, now it's bringing positive energy into your life, it's like your aura. You're just You're illuminating this light now. You've released the pain of the past, the pain of those mother wounds. You've released it once and for all. You know you didn't need to carry it anymore. And now, yes, Spirit's saying, yes, you did a good job. Don't feel guilty if you've had to disengage from your mother. Don't feel guilty. Okay? Because I feel like she was your lesson. She was a big lesson, and you passed with the sun here. You passed that test. You passed the lessons that had to do with your mother. Okay. Yeah. Lessons that kept you very stuck. 8 of Swords. I think for many of you, you might have a mother that doesn't want to hear you, or says, oh gosh, I don't want to hear all that, or I'm old and I'm not going to ever change. And so you were just kind of stuck in these cycles going round and round, where you would assert yourself with mom, and then somehow she would pull you back in and get you stuck in her little world again. But I believe that this is what you broke free from. So tell me about this El Moria, the awakening presence. Tell me, please. Knight of Wands. Oh, Ace. Look at an Ace of Swords. Okay. So, the awakening presence. Yes, you guys. So, we got the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and I'm very drawn to the fiery energy here. The Knight of Wands is very fiery, very passionate. Real action oriented. So what you are meant to take action on, that clarity is coming through. We have 2 yes cards here on the board, you guys. Yes, the universe is with you. Yes, you are protected. Yes, we've seen the work you've been doing. And now you already know the answers, right? So the answers that you seek are coming through. That clarity that you're needing right now, it's coming through. Okay? So just know that you're going to know what direction to go. I just think that there's something you've been working on. We have 3 of Pentacles. So perhaps this new venture is bringing in people to work with, or collaboration, or maybe you've caught the eye of someone and they're like, hey, I like what you're doing. Can I work with you? But I just feel like you have new collaborations coming in, you guys. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So Spirit is telling me, get excited. Whatever is getting those creative juices flowing, stay on that path, stay on course. The clarity you are desiring is coming in, you guys. So that's why Spirit is saying it might be good to just be in silence, be in meditation. So tell me about facing this fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. And this Knight of Wands is soaring through the air right now. Okay. Oh, well, there we go. There you are, the alchemist, magician. You are action-oriented, okay? You have been taking the tools that God has been providing you, and you've been creating either a new idea, a new venture, or maybe you're just really excited about life again. And this is letting me know you've been alchemizing. You've been alchemizing this pain, and you've turned it into your power. So now you have this new path ahead, 2 of Wands. You have this new path ahead of you, planning, strategizing, trying to gain that clarity so you know which way forward. But Spirit is saying everything is unfolding the way it's meant to. So please don't add any worry, okay? You have broken free. The obstacle's been removed. For some of you, like I said, it's been that healing, that mother wound. But look at this. So we're talking here about facing your fears, right? And the cloak of wisdom. This is a wise king, the King of Swords. This king has been through hell and back. And instead of turning into this victim, you said, no, I'm not a victim. I'm going to take what I've learned and start healing my heart space. And I'm going to heal from my mother, for some of you, right? Because I deserve a good life. I deserve a better life. And so now here you are sitting there with all that knowledge and wisdom that you've gained. And you've put those boundaries up now. And so when this happens, it's like you've put those boundaries up. You know who you are. You're now standing in your power. You're alchemizing energy. Your manifestations are being ushered in now. Okay? Yeah. Fast. 8 of Wands. Okay, you guys. We have the 8 of Wands. New beginnings. Things starting to move really quickly. This is like activity. This is messages. This is really good news. So, and it's because you, okay, we have 10 of Wands here. You let down those burdens. You stopped carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You stopped. They're bringing your mom back. I think for some of you with your mom, maybe you took on a lot of her problems. Maybe you were the one that your mom always dumped on. And then when you got off the phone, you felt horrible because she dumped all that negative energy on you. And then she felt great. I think that there was a lot of control when it came to your mother. She liked to control. But you've gotten free of that. You've dropped all those wands, knowing that I don't need to feel guilty for that. You know, my needs are just as important as anybody else's. And so you've been learning that for sure. Okay, so can you give me the outcome? Outcome for the collective. The outcome. What do they have to look forward to? Okay. Outcome, 10 of Cups. Happiness, joy. Number 10, that's that completion, right? It also reduces to the number 1. You have a new start when it comes to happiness, fun, joy, new people, new connections, new collaborations. Looking out into your bright, beautiful future. Got the sun here too, right? Looking out into your bright, beautiful future that is right here, that's attainable. It's not like it's a year away. It's not like it's 6 months away. I'm feeling like this is right now. The moon in reverse. You've gotten rid of all the energy around you that was deceitful, people that lied. It's like your intuition, you didn't use it. You didn't use your intuition back then. You do now, don't you? The moon, Cancer energy. And there you are, male or female, Queen of Wands. This is your glow up. You look absolutely stunning. You're handsome, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous on the inside and out. And not only that, but you're like this natural leader now. This knowledge that you've gained, this cloak of wisdom. You're this beautiful teacher now for others. Helping others now get through their difficult cycles in life. Maybe you'll help like others heal from their moms. You know, I just did a reading last week where the mother wound came through. So there definitely is a group of you that have had to heal that mother wound. Okay, final message for the collective. Final message. Yes, there you are. Look at this. 4 of Swords and the Strength. All that work you did to heal, to take that necessary time out from people, from others. You just said, you know, I need to just kind of be by myself and figure it out. because I don't like the way my life is looking right now. And that's exactly what you did. And look at that. Now you climb the back of that lion and you're riding it. And you're like, I am the most powerful being I know. And nobody could have went through what I went through and still be smiling. And I'm really drawn right now. There's a lotus flower here on Lord Ganesh. And there's a lotus flower here. And then you came out as this Queen of Wands. Your light is so bright. And you got that way because you grew from the mud and the dark and the nasty. You did it. You bloomed from the darkest time in your life. And now this is the result. A sunny, bright, beautiful new life on the horizon, full of joy, fun, adventure, laughter, new spiritual connections. Look at this, you guys. Great job. Okay, I think we're going to close out with one Ancestor Tarot, and then I'm going to let you guys go because I'm very proud of you. So let's see. Is there one last message from this deck for the beautiful collective? There might not be. There is. The Unknown, number 44, Enigma. You're an enigma. You are a mysterious being. You are a beautiful being. Look at this. Look at the two white, they're people, but I want to call them like pillars on either side. You fascinate people. You really catch people think you're a very mysterious being. Keep going with that. I like that. Don't let too many people know your plans. Just continue to be this mysterious being. You don't need to tell everybody your business all the time. And when these beautiful manifestations start to flow in, you don't need to tell everybody. You don't need to share with everybody. This is for you. This is your rewards. Okay, you guys. I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're still here listening. I love you so much. I thank you so much for giving me your time today. Just remember to choose peace and show me some love on the way out. All right. Bye, you guys.